Hello everyone, my name is Shalise. This is the JJ Movie 2 Social Game Reviews. And right now I'm doing my TV show review of Arrow Season 1. This is a Season 1 review of Arrow, and I gotta say this. I had my doubts about this show, not just because Smallville just ended, and a year later or two they brought Arrow. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I'm iffy about it. I didn't know they were gonna do one. I wonder if the guy that did Arrow and Smallville will appear in this one. And I gotta say, the actor that plays this one, I think his says right here, Stephen Amell. He's actually a great Green Arrow. At the beginning, he was lacking in his dialogue. I think he didn't do that great. I think fitness and action, he was doing great, doing most of his own stunts. And I think he was really good in that part. At the beginning, the dialogue wasn't that great, but anywho, he's a pretty good at Green Arrow. And overall, the story I was tremendously impressed by this. The origin of Green Arrow is always a fan favorite. Green Arrow is one of my favorite DC character comic superheroes. And the thing is, though, this origin, it changes up a bit. For one, when he's trapped on an island, his father told him to he has a list of, he has to right the wrongs of the sins he's done for the people he's hurt, and he basically gives his son a list before he kills himself. Basically, all the people Oliver needs to take down when he gets back to the home and when he's off the island. At home, we see him back. We get the flash forward when he's rescued. He goes back home. He's actually, from what he was a rich, pompous asshole. His best friend's Tommy's rich guy also. He has his own sister, so they have introduction of new characters that were in the comics. Dia Queen, Moria Queen. His mother's still around in this one. We get his girlfriend Laura, who we all know is going to be the new Black Canary. Sorry for spoilers, by the way, but that's how it is. And the girl that plays Laura, who is Katie Cassidy, I enjoy her work in other shows. Just no. I just think she was like another Lois Lane in some ways, but I do enjoy her character in some ways. I like her father especially. He's played by Paul Blackthorne. He's a great one. He's protective of Laurel, his daughter. He hates Oliver Queen because Oliver, when he was dating Laurel, he slept with Laurel's sister, took her on a yacht with him, and during that yacht, they got shipwrecked, and the sister died. And the father never forgave Oliver for that, and he never forgave a lot of things. A lot of shit wouldn't happen down for that. A lot of repercussions of his past, all his sins. When he comes back to Starling City, he's trying to make up for that. He meets new people. He gets a new detective. He gets help from a bodyguard, John Diggle, former Afghanistan soldier. And it's really like post-traumatic stress disorder, like how you come back from going through that life of 5 years of isolation that he was on the island to what he is now. I say there's so many great moments of this one. It's very like in the way realistic because there's no like superpower beings in this way, and it's really just a straight up human connection in some ways, ain't like Superman and all this stuff. And Arrow could be possibly better than Smallville in the coming seasons because Arrow doesn't have to go through the whole teenage bopper drama with the whole like Smallville had a whole romance stuff with high school and finding yourself, and that's the origin of Superman, which is always great because he always needed to find himself into who he is. Arrow just goes right deep into who he is. He's a tremendous survivor, great fighter. What I gotta say that some of the great things about this season is actually the characters that ain't really there. John Diggle, Green Arrow, or Green Arrow's bodyguard, Oliver Queen's bodyguard. He's a great new addition. Like I said, Afghan soldier really relates to Oliver, what he's going through, and he's really his backbone, his backup. There's Felicity Smoke, who's a brilliant IT girl. Some people consider her the Chloe Sullivan of Smallville. And I really hope that, because I actually want Felicity Smoke and Oliver to be together at the end of this entire series, because I actually like that relationship more than I did than Chloe and Oliver in the Smallville series. I think that was rushed. This one, they feel right. I think the chemistry between those actors have greater chemistry than the actors that was playing Laurel and Oliver. I don't like those two together. And their acting, they're just like so bad in that sense. But I have to admit, the guy that plays Tommy in this one, his name is Chris Donald. This guy right here. He's actually a great comic relief character. He's funny. He has his moments. He has an issue with his dad, who is a villain in this one, called Malcolm Merlin. the Dark Archer. We get great reasons why he hates the city, Starling City, and the Glades, of where his wife died, and how he wants to get rid of like the thugs and all that stuff by eliminating them. Always trying to come back, save the city, freeing the corrupt. It's a great origin story. I have to say, I hate his mother, Moria Queen. I think she's a terrible character. Love Slade Wilson again, back in the islands. Yao Fei, Shadow. It's a great season for the flashbacks. Those flashbacks or not, and it does great for that. I say the only complaint I have is at the beginning they rush Oliver and Laurel's character too much. And the only bad thing, and the bad thing I have for the ending of this season was, like 3 episodes, Tommy, the best friend, breaks up with Laurel, and Laurel immediately, in 2 episodes later, gets back with Oliver. And I don't like how Oliver was sneaking behind Tommy's back and talking with Laura. I think that was very, very low. I think they were rushing, and these two do not have great chemistry. I think they gotta play Tommy, and they gotta play Laurel are actually good in that. And I think overall, Laurel's character is not better for Oliver's character because it brings up more of his past, and maybe she could change later on. Maybe that relationship could go through, but don't keep pushing her every single season because then it's gonna become stupid, and no one wants that. But I hope, like I said, Felicity Smoke, if you've seen her and you know her, you know what I'm talking about. She has a great character, great chemistry. It's gonna be interesting how they're all gonna go through in season 2, which I have seen, by the way. And it's gonna be interesting how Dia Queen's gonna react to her mother being in jail. Tommy Oliver, Tommy no longer being around. Sorry for spoilers that he died. How Laura's gonna take it, how Oliver's gonna take it. Basically, every single moment of this season was phenomenal. The first, at the beginning, wasn't that great, but then the middle picked up with Slade Wilson. It had more with Felicity Smoke and John Diggle and what it means to be a hero and what is murder, what is not murder, and what is love in a way. And I thought this season was tremendously good. I'm going to give this season a 9.4. Just because the romance brought down the hill. But overall, it exceeded my expectation. I didn't think it was going to be that great at all. Arrow Season 1. It's tremendously good, action, fun. It's a great superhero drama, and I have to say, DC is kicking ass, kicking Marvel's ass in the TV show department. There hasn't been nothing like that. I think Marvel beats DC in the movies, but I think it beats in the movies, but in the TV shows, I think no, DC's just killing it. First they have Smallville, and then now they have Arrow, and now they're going to probably bring a new Flash series around. So we get to the story of Barry Allen, and which is great because people don't know Barry Allen. We'll get to know him. So I think that's a great addition. So yeah, Arrow Season 1's definitely a keeper. Check it out. I love this front cover, by the way. I think this is a cool front cover, and you should really check out Arrow. So yeah, this is the JJ Movie TV Social Game Reviews. Let me know what y'all think, everyone, of Arrow Season 1. Bye-bye.